Aliza.
And I'm Yenlyn.
About 250,000 animals were used to test drug, vaccines, and surgical techniques last year, and it has increased over the years. The number of animal experiments carried out in Singapore rose by 3% according to the Singapore government.
Well-known cosmetic companies such as Bath and Body Works, Kat Von D, The Body Shop, Smashbox Cosmetics, Too Faced, and last but not least, Urban Decay, are against testing their products on animals. Now let's see what Singaporeans think about animal testing. Are you aware of companies in Singapore that test their products on animals?
No, I'm not aware.
Actually, there are a few companies that actually use animals to test their products, two of which are Maybelline and Victoria's Secret. What are your views on it?
I mean, I'll feel slightly guilty using it, I guess.
How are animals different from humans, right? They are again beings living on the planet, so they should be equal.
Animal testing in Singapore has risen over the years. What are your thoughts on it? Do you think it's appropriate to test on animals before humans use the product?
I feel that there are better ways to test whether a product is suitable. I feel that maybe companies need to look into how they can do this in a more humane way.
To what extent do you think animal testing on cosmetic products is acceptable?
I don't think it's acceptable at all, especially when there are companies who are already doing it without the use of animals. So I think it's a matter of whether the companies are keen to explore this option. So if it's possible, why inflict harm on animals? That's what I think. Yeah.
Well, I think products can also be used without animals testing for them, right? They can use those that are safe, for sure safe ones. Don't use chemicals, everything natural. Then you don't need to use animals to test them, right?
What is your opinion on this statement? Animals are less important compared to humans. If they can be used to make human life better, they should be.
I think that's a very extreme statement. I think it's probably made by a selfish human. I think as much as possible we should try not to inflict harm on animals, although that's a bit hypocritical of me because I eat animals.
That's absolutely incorrect. I do not second that. Yeah. If humans want to test something, they should test on themselves by the animals which are not going to use that.
I think that is to a certain extent, but we should not be cruel to them. So if the testing is cruel to them, then I think it's out. But if it's not a form of cruelty, then I think it's fine.
Vegetarians do not feed on meat. However, if vegetarians use products that were tested on animals, do you think it is still practicing being a vegetarian?
I think it depends on how strict this person is about his or her practices. If being a vegetarian is just about the consumption of meat itself, then perhaps using products that are tested on animals are not it's not a direct violation of what it means to be a vegetarian for that person. So I think ultimately it depends on how strict or what being a vegetarian means for that person.
I believe vegetarianism is think of a life cycle, right? And food cycle. Animals eat other animals, humans eat other animals. But testing of cosmetics on animals is completely different, in my opinion.
So it depends on them.
Proponents of animal testing say that it has enabled the development of numerous life-saving treatments for both humans and animals. Additionally, there is no alternative method for researching a complete living organism. However, there are strict regulations to prevent the mistreatment of animals in laboratories. Opponents of animal testing say that it is cruel and inhumane to experiment on animals. That alternative methods available to researchers can replace animal testing. In addition, there are animals that are so different from human beings that research on animals often yields irrelevant results. In conclusion, animal testing on cosmetics can be thought through whether it is necessary or not.